spying on you. And guess where much of your personal information ends up? That's the title. Subtitle: All car companies prevent car owners from accessing or deleting the personal data collected by their car's computer chips, while more than half sell your data to third parties or give it away for free. I've never heard this. What is this all about, Leo? This is a brand new article. It's on your Substack. It just came out yesterday. Please tell our audience about this.
Yeah, well, while nobody was watching, the federal government and the states made a deal that while cars are becoming more and more connected over the last decade or so, as you know, Brandon, cars have become walking internet connection, rolling on wheel internet connections, right? They all have this connectivity ability now, whether it's just one of the cheapest cars or one of the most expensive. Chances are you can plug your iPhone or your Android in and away you go. Well, all of that data that's coming through your cell phone is now also going through your car's computer chips. And the states and the federal government agreed some years ago that the owner of the car shall not have access to this data. And the reason was that they put out a $25 million slick Madison Avenue ad campaign in states where this was on the ballot, like Massachusetts, to convince people that you didn't want this. You didn't want anybody to have access to the data being collected on their automobile computer chips, because then it could be hacked into. This is what they said, maybe your neighborhood auto mechanic, the garage where you take your car to be fixed. Well, if the mechanic thinks it's a pretty girl, and he might use that access to her data to stalk her electronically or whatever. And so they talked us out of having access to our own data. Now, who does have access to it? The automobile manufacturers and the dealerships. And they also have the ability to transfer that data to people like the FBI and other governmental agencies. Oftentimes, it only takes a request. It does not even take a search warrant. The FBI or some other government agency will come to the car manufacturer or the car dealership and say, we want access to Brandon House's vehicle data because we're investigating him for something. They wouldn't even have to say what it is. And it will just automatically be turned over. And so this is what's going on. They're all bad about this, according to the Mozilla Foundation. And that's what this article I wrote is based on, a study by the Mozilla Foundation, which is a privacy advocacy group. And they did a study of 25 car companies. The only one who allowed the car owner to delete the data, I don't think they can see what is on there, but they do have the ability to delete it, is Renault, which is a French car company. And guess what? Their vehicles aren't even available in the United States, only in Europe and other areas of the world. So every car sold in America, unfortunately, is not only gathering data, but they're hiding it from the car owner. And many of them will turn it over to third parties, 56% of them. The very worst, I guess I should say something about the type of data they're collecting. They know your sexual orientation. They can scoop up genetic data. Don't ask me how they do that, but they can. All of your contacts on your phone, who you're communicating with, what you're saying, all of this is up for grabs to the automobile manufacturers, and 56% of them admit in their privacy policy that they are selling this, or in some cases just handing it over to third parties. And the Mozilla Foundation seems to indicate that even the 44% that claim not to be turning this stuff over probably are, but they're able to get around it through their more clever legalese.